Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are back with episode/day 2 of the 9 S2 Season 2 Plus KvK groups to give you some status updates on how things are going. We'll talk about what we were seeing yesterday, what we saw last night from the live stream, and then what has essentially transpired now, arguably 12 to kind of 16 hours, then I guess you could argue 24 hours later since the last day 1 recap, but about 12, 14 hours since last night's live stream. So let's go ahead and take a look, and we're going to go through and do these in order as we did last time. We'll start with SS2-2, and then just kind of work our way up to SS2-10 for those 9 KvKs, and we'll go pretty quick. I'm expecting maybe about a minute or so in each, and so for that reason, right, we probably just won't be doing any timestamps. Okay. Here we go. Now, in SS2-2, to give you the recap, remember, as we did last time, we have in Duelin, we have OG, OGA, EIS Fake, and LSK. In Morbrez, we have SK1, SK2, VVV, and Tribe, right? This is 29.9 billion Duelin, 30.1 billion when they started, all right? So very close here. What we were looking at last time to kind of show you the areas, we have OG, EIS, I think green is OGA. We'll have to double check. It is. And then Fake and LSK are over here on the side. Right. So I think, oh, no, I'm sorry. LSK. Yeah. No, right. That is them. And then this is, wow, OGH actually came into as well. And then you have Fake over here in purple. Right. So we have a battlefront here, right, which is essentially still the same place it was yesterday, about 24 hours ago. Fake was able to get up. If you remember, they were building their CF or their AF, their Alliance Fort at that time. They were able to get theirs up as well. So let's go and see kind of what's going on here. If there's any fighting, no, we just have a lot of kind of turret mass building that's happening. Looks like pretty much for the most part on both sides. No one really looks to be pushing at the moment. It looks as though we just kind of have some little skirmish. Is that our boy J-Derb? Shout out to J-Derb. That's the boy. And if we go over here, we got SK1 who is building a flag, 33 minutes on that. If we go over here to the ramp, this is where we saw some fighting that was happening. Nothing's really going on right now. So again, maybe kind of a stalemate, at least for now, until we see some more potential pushing. But this gives me some nice hope for this particular KvK group because no one's really overwhelmingly pushing on one side or the other, and it at least looks like it's kind of at par, or even, if you will, at least until we see some more. Let's go to SS2-3 and work our way up. Again, this is one of the premier, if not probably the premier group that will be trying to get as much content as we can out of, and then obviously others as well, given that there will be some PvP. What we have now is, again, breaking this down on Duelin. We have Dawn, Dust, EP77, Noir, PSC, MTK. They come in at about 36.6 billion. On the Morbrez side, we have TFS, FS, TDR, and TNS. They come in about 32.7 billion, right? So about 4 billion less points for the two unions. Now, the conjunction is very similar in that case. Actually, and interestingly enough, it's pushed up a bit. So you have one front here. And if we look at, and let's see, we can actually show you. So we have a front here. We have a front here. We have a front on the north side of the mountains here. And then we have FS right here with EP77. So you have 4 battlefronts that are happening here right now in SS2-3. Let's go take a look at each. So right now, you can see there are some people here. Looks like PSC is trying to get this build off right now. So TFS is here on the southern side, where you have the two alliances going, PSC and Noir. And then Noir is up here as well. I think they're kind of the fighting the main, but then you have and again, you can just see here, right? There's fighting. It's been going on since this morning, right? So as of hours ago, and again, it's been going on all night, really. But as of hours ago, it really has. They're dropping a keep right now. TFS also dropping that mana well just to soak up some territory space there. Noor at one point was actually pushing on the fort, and they were able to get a certain amount of people around it to get it down a bit. But again, TFS able to reclaim. Over here, Dusk Dawn, you can see them going up against FS. A lot of PvP that's going to be happening if we keep moving over. You can see that EP77 and TDR are still fighting it out, right? and EP77 is actually destroying this keep. I mean, again, SS2-3 is an absolute madhouse, right? There's anywhere from 3 to 4 battlefronts that have been going nonstop pretty much since they connected, which is just such an awesome thing to see, where we're getting so much consistent PvP. Okay, let's go ahead and look at SS2-4. How are we doing on time? 5 minutes? Okay. Yeah, we're okay. SS2-4, this is the 42TC group, right? So 42TC is in Doolin. They're by themselves, 6.9 billion. More Brez is ROTA, MSFT, and Fang. So it's essentially a 3v1 right now. Let's look and see where we're at. So 42TC is here. No one else has capped a bridge yet. And remember, this is where the battlefront is. So you can see you have ROTA, MSFT, and then Fang has actually made up a lot of ground. If you remember before, they were right around the Spire area, I think when we checked in yesterday, if not a little before that. And then now they've built, and it looks like they're probably still building. Oh, they're not. Okay, but I imagine they'll probably keep building soon. Essentially, this is where it is. Oh, wow, but they're building a little wide right now. So MSFT has about 52 minutes left based on what they have. Don't see any 42TC out thus far. Again, well, maybe we'll see some type of battle, but there's really no units out right now. Who knows if maybe I don't want to say they've given up, but, again, maybe it's just a downtime. We'll see what happens there. Obviously, a lot of presence. It's a 3v1, right? Let's call it what it is, but that's just a quick update there. Let's go to SS2-5. Now, SS2-5 is, again, another big group here. This is, what I would call the rivalry group, probably the second strongest rivalry, hard rivalry next to TFS Noir. Except this one, I think, is just a little more bloody with drama, if you will, right? So, dual inside, we have TA, TM, EXG, EXXL, Sky, UDF. They come in about 34.7 billion. On the more Brez side, we have GG83, GG13, and O66. They're at 20.4 billion, right? So there's about 14 billion, 14.5 billion difference. However, the thing is, they're fighting on 3 fronts. We talked about this yesterday. This is the only Season 2 plus KvK group out of the 9 that is fighting in 3 different zones. Technically fronts, but more specifically 3 different zones. So UDF and GG are doing a little bit of fighting here. I don't know what okay, so here's the update, because before UDF was pushing, now it looks like maybe they've come back, and you have GG now. They're pushing this flag up. I don't know how hard they're really trying to go here, because it doesn't look like they're flag building that much. They're probably just trying to push them off territory, I would imagine, by utilizing the connection there from the Behemoth to be able to touch the flag. And then we have the next one, that's in Zone 2. This is Zone 3 for more Brez, where we have TM. Now remember, there's kind of 2 fronts here. You have a front over here, and you have a front right here. This is the main one where they're trying to essentially hold the ramp. This is GG, I think 1-3, and then, GG 1-3, and then 066. Wow, so this is pretty big. So GG 1-3 coming back strong, because if you remember before, TM was really pushing, right? They were pushing, interesting. I wonder how far. So they've made it there so far. They got about 2 hours now because no one's on the flag. 066 GG83, they're even trying to get this keep. It's repairing right now. But again, they're both with GG13 and 066 now destroying the flag. Got about 30 minutes left on that. I mean, yeah, this is... You're seeing a lot of back and forth here in Zone 2, but remember, all that time and focus that's being spent in Zone 3. In Zone 3 is time taken away from the efforts that can be made in the final zone. And then we finally get to the final zone, right, where you have GG13, 066 dropping their AF, and then we get to a point now where you have GG83, there's TA that's right here, you have EXG, EXXL, Sky, right? So you have those 4 alliances that are in, and I just don't know really how much movement there is overall. Let's see who this is. Oh wow! So, yeah, I mean, look at this, man. This is pretty nuts, right? So you got TA. They have less than 12 minutes left on that flag. Then they'll be able to start destroying their next flag, I think here. And wow, I mean, they're just, I mean, this is wild. They are overwhelming, and I don't know if the GG83 side is. Let's see real quick. Are they anywhere? They just might not be anywhere right now. Let's see. I mean, I go so a few units there. Rally or flag? Oh, no, someone's rallying the fort. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see a lot of cities right now. Again, maybe they're just backing up and like trying to form their next defensive line. So maybe they're going to try and defend the pass, right? Maybe the approach now is, look, we'll just defend the pass. The challenge is that if they lose this area, and this is the thing to understand, if they lose this choke, right, for the most part, this now gives them access, their opposition access here, and then access here, right? So they could start pushing GG13, and then the GG83 will basically have to revert to this choke point, right, that they're going to try and hold, and 1-3 will try and hold this choke. However, this area going up here is pretty much, for the most part, kind of open. I don't think that there's anything maybe 066 might be able to do if they end up pushing that out. But that's kind of the situation that this group finds themselves in. And again, it's interesting when you think about how the season has played out thus far. And we'll see, obviously. I mean, I imagine there's still going to be some more fighting that's going to be happening. I don't think this is them throwing in the towel at all. But at least, again, and we're just going off how the situation currently looks and what the trend is, it's hard to be able to fight in not just multiple fronts, but in multiple zones that you're having to do so. So we'd love to hear what you guys think on that matchup. Let's now go to SS2-6. And SS2-6, this one is pretty wild, I think, because of just what's been happening. So we have TPD, Dora, FTW2, and RR and Dueling. They come in at about 24.4 billion power. Then we get to more Brez, which is SS50, ROE, NTS, ROA, ROZ. And they come in at 24.1 billion. So this is a very close matchup. It's 4 versus 5 alliances. On the west side, you can see ROA, ROE, NTS, ROZ, and did I miss one? No, I did miss one, huh? NTS, ROZ, ROE, and ROA. Okay, yeah. So the 5 alliances here, and you can see TPD's already been pushed back to gate. Dora has a little bit of territory there. RR is there. Dora's over here, and then you have FTW2. Right, they're kind of fighting on this front. So it's basically right now, right? This is done because that's been pushed. Again, unless TPD is going to be able to push out and do something there. We have the next battlefront, which is basically right here. And then the second one, right? Those are kind of the two you have at the moment. Let's go take a look and see what's going on, though. Yeah, so some units there, excuse me, from TPD. Doesn't look like a lot of building, even if it's just turrets. Doesn't seem like there's a lot going on there. Oh, yeah, but see, they're already advancing. So ROE's advancing. They got 6 minutes left on that. 34, less than 35 minutes on NTSs. So, I mean, again, they're getting close. Right now, I don't see any forces out for Dora or either. I'm sure there's going to be some here and there. And then you got FTW. I have to imagine they're probably getting pushed as well. Yeah, ROA is destroying that. SS50 is kind of raiding. Okay, so ROA SS50 is over here. FTW, yeah, not really anything going on there. 9 minutes left on that flag. Yeah. So, and I think they could hit this flag. I don't know why they're not. Oh no, maybe they're just. Yeah, I guess they're a little out of range for that one. But I mean, yeah, I mean this looks pretty bleak, on that front from what you can see. I mean, based on the trend right now, you're probably going to end up seeing a win from the more Brez group coming out, and just so those people know, right? This group, this final zone opened at 10:22 p.m. Or 3 UTC, like on the 4th, right? So we're on the 5th right now. It's been essentially what, 5th? Yeah, it's been what, 12 hours? No, sorry, not 12 hours. What, like a day and a half? Because yesterday, yeah, so, or about a day, I guess, give or take. Yeah, I mean, based on this, it's been not even 12 hours, but I don't think that's right because they were fighting yesterday as well. So I think we're looking at like a day and a half. I'll have to look at it because if we go in game, oh, hang on, I can't see the UTC time. Let me go to my other instance. So UTC time right now is 15:28 on the 5th. So it's been, yeah, okay, no, so I'm right. Yeah, so it's been almost a day and a half, or pretty much a day and a half that it's been right now. Okay, good. I was like, man, I need to make sure I'm getting this math right here. Yeah, so a day and a half that it's been, and again, and probably the most amount of PvP really happened within the first 12 to 16 hours. It's just wild to think, right? And we'll probably do another coverage on that later. Let's go to SS2-7. SS2-7. This is again another lopsided group, similar to the 42TC group. This is NK versus BXS RTG Owl, and NK at this point. Right is, oh wow, did Owl get that? Oh, are they pushing? Oh, they're not. Oh, cool. I thought maybe something might have been going on there, but there's not. But yeah, so basically it's a 3v1. You can see it's all happening here. Oh wow, dude, look at NK, man. They are still pushing strong though. I mean, I have to say this, and I've been beating this dead horse, but man, I love the fact that NK is going YOLO Brick Squad 420. They are just like, dude, we're here for all of it. Don't care that it looks like and it's kind of trending in the direction that we're gonna, get pushed out of final zone. We're gonna fight to our heart's content and we're gonna enjoy it, dude. It's basically like a forced Sparta moment. And the fact that almost every time I come and check on the group, I usually see NK fighting. I mean, big respect to them, dude. And I'm going to say this again. And similar to like even 42TC is fighting their battle out. You have the GG group that's fighting their battle out, even though, like, again, man, regardless of how the season goes, you have to give your props to these alliances that are fighting. And when you see things like that happening, you need to know that whoever they get paired up with next season, like, these people are going to fight, man, regardless. And that I will tell you right now is what I would say is one of the most respectable things that you can have and be known for, is that regardless of how a situation looks, you're out there fighting, because that reputation will carry with you throughout the game. As long as you continue to show up, you will always have that well, I want to say cadence, not niche, right? You will always have that clout, maybe is right. We'll just say, right, you'll always be able to kind of carry that badge with you. That's probably another good one, good way to put it. For any of the future season matchups or groupings, pairings that you end up getting with other kingdoms, it's nice to know that you're like, dude, we saw you guys, ball out, even though it didn't look bright, right, in the season. That's when like, oh, hey, these could be good allies, right? Because we know they're going to show up. So yeah, again, just want to give a shout out there. Let's move on. SS2-8, we're almost done. We got 3 left. Now, SS2-8, this is TO FSK in Doolin. And then we have coming in at 13.3 billion, and then more Brez is BDO PTW 18.8 billion. Now, again, TO and remember this, TO has already been pushed out. FSK, is actually still holding. I'll be honest. I anticipated, based on how it was going last night, that they may have been had their alliance fort removed and had already been pushed to the gate. That is not the case. So they're holding strong. So we can go and take a look and see what's going on there. Looks like TO just kind of doing some hidden runs here. Let's go look at the FSK situation. Wow, look at this. They got 16 minutes left on the fort. In that case, again, like we said, unless there's some resurgence from FSK with how this is looking, they're going to get that fort down. I guess they're not really too worried about the flag, but yeah, they're going to get the fort down, and then I would imagine by this evening, over the next number of hours, they're probably going to get pushed back to the flag, and then it's going to be a victory for BDO and PTW here this season. Now, the interesting thing is that they opened on 137, so it's been a day and a half already for them, right? A little more than a day and a half. All right, so you've had about, 38 hours, give or take, of action, but probably more so like a day to a day and a half, really. And again, we're going to talk about those things as well in a later video, but it kind of just goes to show you what's happening there. Let's go to SS2-9. This one will probably be pretty quick because it's really, no one's really fighting, right? This is the FGHT, MILF, and DILF group. So I don't think. I mean, maybe they'll do some. Maybe they'll do some merit trading, but there's nothing here, right? It's probably going to be Milford Dilf who's going to cap Dragon, and again, season is pretty much over. I don't foresee anything happening unless they decide they're just going to keep pushing Inwa, and Inwa's destroying DAW. So whatever's going on down here, there's stuff. Let's go to SS2-10. This is the last one. And this is where we have LNV. So we have LNV, GD, FSKG, in Doolin over here. And then Morbrez, they're at 18.8 billion. And then Morbrez is NXS, RXS, A-C. They're at 17.9 billion. So about $1 billion difference where LNV, GD, FSKG have a slight power advantage. Let's look for where we see in-game. So we have FSKG, we have LNV Orange, Blue GD. They're going up against AC and NXS. I don't think RXS had got in yet, but you can already see based on how this is going where GD is already pushing up or has already pushed up beyond. And so they're back. AC is back to their flag, or NXS back to their flag. You can see AC is here. But again, they're getting pushed by FSKG. So I imagine, they're already destroying. So they've just started hitting this now. And depending on once they get that, I mean, they have 3, 4, they got 4 flags left until pass. I mean, you can make the argument based on how this looks that the winners of this season, again, pending any pushes that may and could still happen, is going to be the LNVGD FSKG side. Interesting thing here is that they open 11:59 UTC on the 4th. Like we talked about, the time right now is 15:35. So it's been a day and 4 hours, right, in this group. And based on how things look, I mean, you can make an early argument to say it's pretty much over, right? At least for final zone specifically. And once again, we'll be doing a video on that. However, that rounds this out for our day 2 of KvK updates here in these 9 S2 plus kingdoms from SS2-10 up to SS2 or down to SS2-2, we should say. Again, we'd love to know your thoughts, right? Any storylines, additional context? What do you think about how long the PvP has been going thus far? Seeming pretty short, kind of averaging about a day to a day and a half in the majority of divisions, groups that we've been seeing this far, albeit a few. And anything else? Let me know in the comments down below. That's going to do it for me today. As always, until next time, I'll catch y'all later.